But you're the one that demanded the power. It's like saying, I got the gun on safety. It's to your head, but I'm going to put it on safety. Okay, don't get upset.
We're on the march. The empire's on the run. Alex Jones and the GCN Radio Network. When you're out on the road, the last place you want to be is on the road. But if the unfortunate happens, you'll be glad you were wearing diamond gussets.
There's a place down in Tennessee where they make blue diamond gusset jeans. They so pride in every stitch, guarantee you'll love the way they fit. They put a diamond gusset in the crotch where you need it most. Blue diamond gussets got it, others don't.
We turn jeans inside out. Diamond gusset jeans. Made in the USA with unparalleled quality. Our Defender motorcycle jeans combine gusset comfort with Kevlar protection, so you can ride all day with confidence. Order yours at gusset.com. Diamond gusset jeans got it, others don't.
Hi, folks. This is Alex Jones. I'm looking for people that have the wisdom to spot savings, opportunity, and recognize risk. Saving means to make money. The Cal-Ben Pure Soap Company can save you thousands of dollars and give you good old-fashioned real soaps that are triple concentrated and twice as good as what you're using now. Soaps made from vegetable and coconut oils that contain no useless dyes, perfumes, deodorants, or antibacterials. Your risk is the hundreds of hazardous toxic detergents that give you rashes, itching sores, and deteriorating clothing called lint. If you want something better, if you want something you've never had before, you have to do something you've never done before. Getting a free catalog is easy by calling 800-340-7091 or see Calvin on the web at 5starsoap.com. Take charge of your health now by calling 800-340-7091 or see Calvin on the web at 5starsoap.com. A little over a year ago, I began to do a lot of research into why, even though I had a pretty good-sized meal, that I was still starving. And my research led me to a well-known fact that most of the soils that we grow our crops on here in the United States and across the industrialized world are almost completely depleted of almost all of the key minerals and trace elements that our bodies need to rebuild themselves, fight off cancer, and be healthy. I then searched out the best vitamin and mineral company out there and discovered Youngevity. The Youngevity products are designed to give you the real nutrition you need, and once you've got that, you don't have to eat as much to be satisfied. I've lost 37 pounds in 2 months, simply getting the vitamins and minerals I need. Check it out for yourself. It's incredible. Go to InfoWarsTeam.com today and order your first canister of Beyond Tangy Tangerine Complete Multivitamin Mineral Complex Dietary Supplement. That's InfoWarsTeam.com.
Coming at you
live from Austin, Texas, broadcasting worldwide. It's Alex Jones.
It's a reliable source of information. 50,000 unstoppable watts.
Okay, we're going back to your phone calls on the fact that Ron Paul, what came in fourth in one state and third in the other, and they've stolen the election from him in the other early primaries where he did win. That's even come out, but it's buried in the news. Even the New York Times said Ron Paul really won Maine, but it doesn't matter. Because as that Republican Party operative said 2 days before the Iowa caucus, he said, well, yeah, he's the front runner, but I've talked to all the party officials. He will not be allowed to win. And they said, really? So they've decided? She goes, yep, it's been decided. And you know what? It was decided. That's just the way it works. And then a month after we told you it was stolen, they came out and said, yeah, it was, but that's just the way it is. And we're not going to say what we're going to do with these delegates now. We're not going to say what we're going to do with these numbers. And so what Ron Paul has done is just gone after the delegates because he knows they're cheating him. And then that's how the process actually works. So we're going to see what happens. And now there's more talk of a brokered convention. And it's going to be a battle. So Ron Paul's not out. But more and more, as we move towards Super Tuesday, and as they game things, more and more, they won't have to defraud Ron Paul, because a lot of weak-minded people will go, well, I liked Ron Paul, but, you know, because he's in third or fourth place, why vote for him? I'm going to vote for Santorum. I'm going to vote for Newt Gingrich. I'm going to vote for Mitt Romney. Because they want to just throw away their vote. That's kind of the idea. But before I go back to your phone calls, tonight, after the nightly news on the video streams at prisonplanet.tv or InfoWarsNews.com, we're going to have the nightly news, some news packages and information, as we do every night, 7 o'clock Central, 8 o'clock Eastern, 5 o'clock Mountain, 6 o'clock Mountain, 5 o'clock Pacific PM. We're going to be premiering a new film that exposes the blueprint of madness. And we have an article up at Infowars.com right now that has the trailer for the 40-minute piece that breaks down the real threats to humanity versus the false threats that they've basically tried to program us with. And, of course, a lot of you have already seen the intro to the 40-minute piece, the little 5-minute satire piece where I play the part of someone totally paranoid of terrorism, and then it gets into the serious issues after that. But if you go to Infowars.com, you can watch the new trailer, and it's posted an article titled, New Film Exposes the Blueprint of Madness Unleashed by the New World Order. Coming to prisonplanet.tv, Alex Jones's latest documentary turns the tables on fear. Government, not terrorism, poses the real threat. And we have a 15-day free trial, of course, that we're just going to continue on into infinity, or as long as we have prisonplanet.tv. That'll be 9 years up and running in April. All of my films, expanded extras, video podcasts, the nightly news, video of the radio show, even when we're on the road, and that added dimension, higher quality audio, commercial-free podcast, special events, all of it posted at prisonplanet.tv. Again, prisonplanet.tv. We've got a 15-day free trial running right now, and that's what finances us being able to make these films, to be on the road, to have the news reporters, and you are helping us build a truly alternative media system that will resist the globalist propaganda weapons. We are a weapon using truth. They are a weapon system using lies, and we are able to do this because you breathe life into us. That's a big part of the equation, and then obviously we also bust our hind ends to bring you this information every single day. So if you're not a prisonplanet.tv member, we've upgraded all the systems, the quality. It doesn't way down now right at 7 when the nightly news goes on like it used to. We've really built in the redundancy and the backbone and the systems to really bring you a first-rate media system, and we're adding more and more all the time. So again, become a member today, prisonplanet.tv, and you can, this is what the last day we extended it to also get 40+% off when you sign up for a yearly membership at prisonplanet.tv, and you can also get hard copies of all the films, and the T-shirts and the bumper stickers and all the materials, much of it at cost, like the bumper stickers and InfoWars stencils at cost at Infowars.com, or by calling 888-253-3139, 888-253-3139. Okay, here is the minute-and-a-half little trailer for New World Order, Blueprint of Madmen. That's the name of the 40-minute film that will premiere tonight. We premiered it in Dallas and then Orlando, for those overflow crowds, capacity crowds, but I'm going to premiere it tonight on the nightly news, and then Friday we will post it for everyone on Infowars.com. But it is members that do get it first, and you are the folks that pay it forward so we can finance this. But here is the trailer for New World Order, Blueprint of Madmen.
Any of them could be a terrorist. Don't trust the public. Oh my God, they're everywhere.
Let's rise above their control paradigm and really see it for what it is and call it out. You've got a better chance of dying from a honeybee sting or falling down in your shower than you do of being killed by a terrorist. It is an irrational fear that's been engineered into people.
I gotta track him. I gotta do what they told me.
Why are you paying cash? The biggest hoax in human history. The threat of terrorism.
Absolutely thinking of terrorists are hiding under every table. Da-da-da, da-da-da.
The system itself is actually engaging in terrorism. They tell us all day give up our liberties because somebody might detonate a car bomb, but meanwhile, they're firing hydrogen nuclear weapons into the upper atmosphere. Our whole world has become a giant experiment by mad scientists. Weaponized airborne Ebola, super weaponized viruses and bacteria that kill over 90%, 9 out of 10 people on your street dead by the sword, by the gun, by starvation. Are we smart enough to learn from history? Government is the #1 cause of unnatural death. China, the USSR, Germany, and good old Pol Pot. It's on record for a whopping conservative total of 262 million. Governments winning the war against humanity. It's amazing. They admit that they're establishing a global corporate government to carry out genocide covertly. And then you find out they're putting stuff in our vaccines, our food, our water. They're engineering Trojan horse genetic traits into food that are causing organ failure and sterility. And you realize that a bunch of crazy psychos are in control.
Now I am become death, the destroyer of worlds.
If a black death could be spread throughout the world, once in every generation, survivors could procreate freely without making the world too full. Bertrand Russell. Sick control freaks who hate humanity so much that they spend their every waking minute trying to think of ways to set up a global government so they can exterminate us and our families. My God. And their plan is so horrific, they think we're too weak-minded to face what they've admittedly been caught doing and to resist them. Are you pathetic scum that deserves to die? Are you going to prove them right? It's up to you. All right, folks, that is the trailer for the documentary New World Order Blueprint of Mad Men. Please get that trailer out to everyone. And then, of course, in the next few days when we post it for the general public, please get it out to everyone because, you know, all the time now I shoot videos, and then we're going to your calls, but I want to talk about this as an addendum to what we just played. I shoot videos constantly because there's new developments every day or two where weaponized Ebola, weaponized mousepox, weaponized bird flu, weaponized swine flu is being souped up to be airborne, souped up to be able to jump into humans, souped up to kill more than 9 out of 10 people it comes in contact with, horrible, painful deaths. And governments are publishing how to do it with the RNA sequence. In the case of viruses, the DNA in the case of bacteria, and advertising it, and then saying we're publishing this so we can develop cures for this. But all they're doing is making a specific strain. Another government or, quote, terrorist or private corporate group would just slightly tweak that yet again, and no vaccine would help. And then we have an elite saying in all their white papers they want to engineer a bioweapon to reduce population and then use that crisis to get even more control over society. And then I get up here and say, I think this is the big threat. And people say, no, you're being a fearmonger. The threat is hijackers that kill a few hundred people a year maximum, less than honeybees, less than champagne corks. I mean, you know that drill. I go over it all the time because it's true. I mean, I'm told give up my whole way of life because of terrorists and be all fearful, and the police question anybody, you know, shooting video of a bridge or a Capitol. Aaron Dykes, a couple of years ago, the video's online, was shooting footage of the Texas Capitol so that he would have a cutaway shot when they went in to cover hearings inside. And the state police ran over, started yelling at him, saying, what are you doing, filming? And he said, I'm with the media. And Aaron said politely, you know, I'm here with the media. And the cop said, give me your ID. And Aaron then said, no, I'm here with a tripod to camera. I mean, again, like a terrorist would just go to Google Maps. A terrorist would just drive by and take a photo covertly. A guy out there in a polo shirt and jeans, you know, videotaping the Capitol from the park grounds. I mean, it's ridiculous. It's about teaching us we're bad and we've done something wrong. You know, did you pay cash for the coffee? This is all so broad to make it the public can't be trusted, only government can be trusted. And the big threat is government. I'm not saying they're going to release this flu. I'm saying they're making preparations for it and discussing how it